Motherfucking kill. Oh, shit.
Always on the hunt for the latest buzz in the world of sports? Look no further. Dive into Feignin JP, your ultimate destination for the hottest sports gossip. From thrilling game analyses to interviews of fans, this channel has it all. Stay updated with the highs and lows, the cheers, and the surprises from the world.
We're going to go over and talk about some this afternoon, 54 seconds. And a couple of things that I thought was interesting. What up, nigga? What up? Let's see if that audio working real quick. What up? Okay, audio's working. We're going to go over some things that we saw. The guys came out here. They talked about Scotty today. 7 Hours Gold Fan, 105.3, the Fan. It was talking about the offense. All right, it was only a minute, so we're going to go over real quick. Hopefully you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it.
Prescott and Ferguson discussed recently the importance of being better in the red zone. We necessarily weren't the worst, Prescott said, but we weren't near our standard. For the record, the Cowboys finished right in the middle of the pack, scoring touchdowns in the red zone, the 16th most in the NFL. The top team in the NFL was the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas.
Let's see, I put CC on. Coach Catching on. Damn it. I don't know if I can do closed caption though, but that's one thing about the fucking
had scored on 57% of their drives in the red zone. The Eagles, when they reached the red zone, scored touchdowns 70% of the time. So that 13% gap is a significant one. That's where we've talked about, and what I'm still trying to figure out right now of how I want to track what the play call in has looked like when they've gotten in the red zone or past the 50 and see if there's a comfort in Aubrey. That's what I still got to figure out. But it says the Cowboys were fifth in the league in red zone trips last season. Getting inside the opponent's 20 wasn't a problem. Scoring touchdowns wasn't a huge hindrance either. But if we're looking for an area where offense like the Cowboys could improve, that's one of them. Prescott and Ferguson discussed recently the importance of being better in the red zone. We necessarily weren't the worst, Prescott said, but we weren't near our standard. For the record, the Cowboys finished right in the middle of the pack, scoring touchdowns in the red zone, the 16th most in the.
Hold on. So, just blame. See, the shit's coming out. Let's go back and hear it again.
Recently, the importance of being better in the red zone. We necessarily weren't the worst, Prescott said, but we weren't near our standard. For the record, the Cowboys finished right in the middle of the pack, scoring touchdowns in the red zone, the 16th most in the NFL. The top team in the NFL was the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas had scored on 57% of their drives in the red zone. The Eagles, when they reached the red zone, scored touchdowns 70% of the time. So that 13% gap is a significant one. That's where we've talked about, and what I'm still trying to
see. They can't score points. You leaving your defense out the fucking dry half the fucking time. You got there in the red zone. You getting penalties, or you kicking field goals.
Figure out right now of how I want to track what the play call in has looked like when they've gotten in the red zone or past the 50 and see if.
What's the play calling like? And what it is past the 50-yard line. I told you. They suck when it comes to the red zone.
If there's a comfort in Aubrey, that's what I still got to figure out. But it says the Cowboys were fifth in the league in red zone trips last season. Getting inside the opponent's 20 wasn't a problem. Scoring touchdowns wasn't a huge hindrance either. But if we're looking for an area,
goddamn lie. Scoring touchdown was the fucking problem. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me out there.
where offense like the Cowboys could improve, that's one of them. Prescott and Ferguson discussed recently the importance of being better in the red zone. We necessarily weren't the worst, Prescott said, but we weren't near our standard. For the record, the Cowboys finished right in the middle.
You was one of the worst. One of the worst. What's up?
Hey man, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. Talking about this guy's talking about this red zone shit. Yeah. Can you hear this okay?
I can hear it fine, yeah.
Oh.
Of the pack, scoring touchdowns in the red zone, the 16th most in the NFL. The top team in the NFL was the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas had scored on 57% of their drives in the red zone. The Eagles, when they reached the red zone, scored touchdowns 70%.
They only scored 15%.
Yeah.
They can't score about.
Yeah. It's nothing new, man.
Nothing new?
No, not at all.
How you feel about that?
That they can't score? I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all. It's been this way. Listen, man, I just don't think we have a good team. Just candidly, offense and defense right now to me just saying it. We'll see, I guess, on the defense, but I mean, they haven't changed their personnel that much. And candidly, this Christian Parker guy, it's to be determined with him. He's a rookie defensive coordinator. So he may end up being great. That's wonderful. If he ends up being great, that's great. But until we see it on the field, we don't know, man. So we gotta let it. As Cowboy fans, man, I think we gotta let things materialize on the field. We get hype all the fucking time right now. I said this last year too, man. When the Cowboys hired Brian Schottenheimer, I said it from last year that it's easy for these coaches to swoon over the fans and say all the right things right now, but routinely, especially these coaches on this fucking team, they say one thing, they do another. That is how it happens all the time on this team. So I don't buy any of these fucking words. Prove it to me. Then I will be happy. Then we were ranked 32nd in defense last year. The personnel is 98% the same. So prove me wrong. I will be happily wrong. But I am past getting hype over these coaches, over these players. It ain't happening. Especially over a rookie defensive coordinator. We don't know. He's going to go through his ups and downs. He's a rookie defensive coordinator. So no matter how good he is. That's just my opinion. But I don't know. It's just I can't get excited right now, man. I just can't. If the season goes the way I think it'll go, this is at best a 6-win team. But if they prove me wrong, I will be happily fucking wrong. I will fucking do dances in the streets if I'm wrong. But I just don't buy it right now. Prove it to me, and then I'll be happy.
You gonna do dance in the street?
You're damn right. I'm saying it facetiously, but I'm being facetious. But I mean, the point I'm making, OG, is that we gotta let things materialize, man. I mean, Christian Parker, we don't know what this guy is gonna do at all. Good, bad, ugly, and different. We don't know. We don't know how good he is. We don't know how bad he is. So he hasn't put it, and we haven't seen anything out of him at all. It was the same thing last year with Brian Schottenheimer. We didn't see anything out of him, and we won 7 games. So I mean, what do we? I mean, right now everything is speculation. We're guessing. Well, what we don't know anything about how it's going to play out right now.
50 got 2. What the hell? 50 got 2. What the hell? He got two. Hello.
What's up, Fifth? I didn't see you, man.
He got two things, dude. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Maybe it's its connection. But yeah, the point I'm making, man, is that listen, it's easy to get hyped up right now, right? And I get it. You know, football season's approaching. I get it. We all want to be excited. I understand it. But at this time, it's very easy to get excited. But then we always get disappointed when the season starts, right? So, I mean, I'm just of the belief that if you continue to slap me in the face, I'm going to expect you to slap me in the face unless you prove me different, if that makes sense. So
let me go over this real quick.
Another time. So that 13% gap is a significant one. That's where we've talked about and what I'm still trying to figure out right now, how I want to track what the play calling has looked like when they've gotten in the red zone or past the 50 and see if there's a comfort.
Hey, Beth, what's happening, man?
What up, y'all?
What's happening with you, man?
Shit, man. How y'all guys doing, man?
I'm okay.
I'm just going over this offense, this offense real quick. They talking about the offense. I'm gonna play this clip.
In Aubrey, Prescott and Ferguson discussed recently the importance of being better in the red zone. We necessarily weren't the worst, Prescott said, but we weren't near our standard. For the record, finished right in the middle of the pack, scoring touchdowns in the red zone, the 16th most in the NFL. The top team in the NFL was the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas had scored on 57% of their drives in the red zone. The Eagles, when they reached the red zone, scored touchdowns 70% of the time. So that 13% gap is a significant one. That's where we've talked about and what I'm still trying to figure out right now of how I want to track what the play call-in has looked like when they've gotten in the red zone or past the 50 and see if there's a comfort in Aubrey. That's what I still got to figure out. But it says the Cowboys were fifth in the league in red zone trips last season. Getting inside the opponent's 20 wasn't a problem. Scoring touchdowns wasn't a huge hindrance either. But if we're looking for an area where offense like the Cowboys could improve, that's one of them. Prescott and Ferguson discussed recently the importance of being better in the red zone. We necessarily weren't the worst, Prescott said, but we weren't near our standard.
They in trouble, man.
There should be context when he talk about the red zone scoring, right?
He says that every year.
So the context is, you said they're in the middle of the pack. They're 16. Sir, a lot of those red zone score is in losing effort. They're not red zone touchdowns when we need them to be in clutch moments. In clutch moments, we kick field goals. A lot of those red zone touchdowns when the game was already out of hand, or they want game deciding touchdowns. We didn't do good in the red zone when we needed to. So it should be context there when he talk about the red zone. Because if we truly scored what we needed to in the red zone, quote unquote, middle of the pack, then we would have won more than 7 games. 100%. You're not top scoring in touchdown, middle of the pack, and you only got 7 wins. That's not how it works. So it should 100%. Be context when he talk about middle of the pack and scoring in the red zone. Yeah, when the game is out of hand and we're playing against the second screen defense because they've already won the game.
100%. 100%. And you got to take into account Dak says this at the same time every single year, man. This ain't nothing new with the fucking guy. I'm not surprised he said that.
I can't believe he
don't
said
listen to
that.
the fucking guy. Yeah, don't
He's
listen to him.
He's such a manipulator, bro.
He really is.
He really manipulates fans. How could you say this when you won 7 games back to back? You shouldn't even be talking. Just play ball.
Yeah, this is the same thing.
You said you feel like you was up there with the Eagles right after they won a Super Bowl.
I was literally just about to bring that up. That's what I was about to say.
Now you say you middle of the pack. This dude is a salesman. Jerry Jones has taught Dak Prescott good. Middle of the pack and scoring. Brandon Darby had more points than y'all. I'm not getting mad on this Friday. Y'all, that dude got to stop, man.
Dude, he's a master bullshitter, man. Don't listen to him.
With that middle of the pack shit, bro. We could not score when we needed to. We was kicking field goals all year, brother.
Yep. Corner, what's up, man?
What up, Corner?
What up, OG? What up, everybody? I was waiting for the host to let me in.
What's
didn't hear
happening?
that?
What's happening?
Oh,
man?
you know, just thugging.
All good. Yeah, dude.
How I sound? Do I sound good?
You sound like you have your headphone. I mean, your microphone on an amplifier. It's clear as hell, though.
You know, it sounds
It's
good.
clear though.
Yeah.
Hell yes, crystal clear.
Let me. Does this change anything?
It don't
Softer.
sound as good as it did.
It's softer.
Okay. All right. How about now?
No, it's horrible. It was great the first time. You was just louder, but it
Well,
was
hold on.
clear.
There's 4 settings. I want to test out the settings. How about now?
Oh, okay.
How
That's a
about
lot
this
better.
Yeah, there's.
All right. I like that setting too when I did a test run on it.
That one's good right there. That's
Yeah,
good
that
right there.
was good right there. But listen, man, do not listen to Dak at this time, man. The dude's a master bullshitter. Believe me, don't listen to him. He says this at the same time every year. I don't buy it. I don't listen.
I just don't understand saying you're middle of the pack in scoring and you won 7 games. You got to use context when you say that. When did you score? Was your red zone scoring impactful to the game in your favor? No, not at all. So I just don't like you saying we were middle of the pack score. We were 16. In times where it didn't matter, the game was out of hand because when you needed to be clutch, we ended up kicking field goals or turnovers. So,
but this is
him saying they were middle of the pack was just that's manipulation. And
but I'm telling you, man, this is nothing new. Whenever we would lose, and then we remember there would be games like in 2020 and beyond where we'd be down by like fucking 30 points, and then he'd rally back. I think in the Packers playoff loss, he said, I got it going late or something like that. He said, when we were already down 48-16. So he says this all the time, man. This is nothing new with the guy. He's a master bullshitter, just like Jerry. So
Corner, let me play this over corner for you. I don't know if you heard it, but I'm going to play it over for you real quick, okay?
The importance of being better in the red zone. We necessarily weren't the worst, Prescott said, but we weren't near our standard. For the record, the Cowboys finished right in the middle of the pack, scoring touchdowns in the red zone, the 16th most in the NFL. The top team in the NFL was the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas had scored on 57% of their drives in the red zone. The Eagles, when they reached the red zone, scored touchdowns 70% of the time. So that 13% gap is a significant one. That's where we've talked about and what I'm still trying to figure out right now of how I want to track what the play call in has looked like when they've gotten in the red zone or past the 50 and see if there's a comfort in Aubrey. That's what I still got to figure out. But it says the Cowboys were 5th in the league in red zone trips last season. Getting inside the opponent's 20 wasn't a problem. Scoring touchdowns wasn't a huge hindrance either. But if we're looking for an area...
Well, hold on. That's bullshit. Let's go back. I'm going to play the clip real quick. I'm going to let it play.
The opponent's 20 wasn't a problem. Scoring touchdowns wasn't a huge hindrance either. But if we're looking for an area where offense like the Cowboys could improve, that's one of them. Prescott and Ferguson discussed recently the importance of being better in the red zone. We necessarily weren't the worst, Prescott said, but we weren't near our standard. For the record, the Cowboys finished right in the middle of the pack, scoring touchdowns in the red zone, the 16th most in the NFL. The top team in the NFL was the Philadelphia Eagles. Dallas had scored on 57% of their drives in the red zone. The Eagles, when they reached the red zone, scored touchdowns 70% of the time. So that 13% gap is a significant one. That's where we've talked about and what I'm still trying to figure out right now of how I want to track what the play call in has looked like when they've gotten in the red zone or past the 50 and see if there's a comfort in Aubrey. That's what I still got to figure out. But it says the Cowboys were 5th in the league in red zone trips last season. Getting inside the opponent's 20 wasn't a problem. Scoring touchdowns wasn't a huge hindrance either. But if we're looking for an area where offense like the Cowboys could improve, that's one of them.
How you feel about that, corner?
Oh, I got no comment on it. I mean, they weren't good and they weren't their best. I mean that's why they're ranked where they were. They didn't put up enough points. They have to get better in that situation. They got to learn how to be balanced in the red zone. Clearly, you weren't your best. Even with the bad defense, you didn't do what you were supposed to do. It's no shocker. It's just it is what it is. Schottenheimer and this bunch needs to figure out how to get better down there. Because if you're playing real opponents this year, look at that schedule. It's brutal.
Yeah, exactly.
They better quit talking and go to the drawing board and figure out how to do this shit. Because if they don't, they're going to be worse.
Yep.
I just don't understand mentioning that when you won 7 games. Obviously, scoring was a problem.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
not
you
not on our
actually won a
defense. It
game.
wasn't.
What happened?
Not on our defense. It wasn't a problem.
You said to my scoring on our defense?
Yeah, people scoring our
Yeah,
defense wasn't
nah,
wasn't a problem.
that wasn't a problem at all. They did that at will. They did that when they wanted to.
Yep.
They scored on that. That defense was atrocious, man. Can't lie. It was bad, dude. The schemes were bad. The players weren't that good. It's a shame old man Clowney had to come in and be your leading sack guy. He's been in the
And he
league
came
for
in late.
eon. They
Yeah.
came in late. Horrible. Drafting terrible. Picking bad players. Picking injured players. I don't know how Will McClay is still here. It's horrible, bro.
Hey,
You know,
is that your earphones?
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, I'm on my headset. Is it echoing?
Okay.
Yeah, you got some.
You got you. It sounds like you farting in it every 2 seconds.
Oh no, I'm on my headset. My bad, dog.
It's true. I didn't want to say it, but
My bad. I'm gonna stop talking until I fix it.
It's all good.
Well, hey, you sound like Nutty Professor's table over there. There's not the clumps. Hercules.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man, it's just this is just not a good team, man. It just is what it is. Unless they prove otherwise, right? This is just not a good team right now.
Yeah. They got to figure out how to fix this thing, man. And either the defense is gonna have to pick up a slack again, and hopefully they're gonna be better than they was last year. I got a feeling that they're gonna struggle again, and hopefully Scotty can come up with some better plays. I got a feeling that hopefully it's gonna get better.
I mean, that's the only thing you can hope. But with this schedule, shit.
Yeah, exactly. This is a tough schedule, man. It ain't an easy schedule, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think if Christian Parker's not a good defensive coordinator, you'll be lucky to win 5 games.
Yeah.
Lucky.
No, and it's not even that. Like you need the offense to score. If Javonte Williams is anything less, your offense is going to struggle. Like,
Right.
100%.
You can't put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to Christian Parker. Now, you have to ask yourself what is your real realistic expectations for Christian Parker as a rookie defensive coordinator with a bunch of rookies here. I mean, me and Uncensored, shout out to my dog Uncensored. We stayed on the phone for like an hour and a half breaking this shit down about, okay, who replaced Nealon? Rashawn Gary replaced Nealon. Who replaced Fowler? Tyrus Reed replaced Fowler. Malachi Lawrence replaced Clowney. Nobody replaced Osa. Otito Obanya replaced Solomon Thomas. LT Overtone replaced Mozzie Smith. Jayshon Barham replaced Kenneth Murray. D. Winters replaced Sandburn. We didn't get a replacement for Logan Wilson. Devin Moore replaced Kyer Elam. Rebel's going to replace Trayvon Diggs. P.J. Locke replaced C.J. Goodwin. Caleb Downs replaced Donovan Wilson. And Jalen Thompson replaced Y.A. Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But so when you have all these replacements on there, I mean, that's 13 guys. That's
Right.
13 guys. And it ain't going to be the same defense by any stretch of the means. It's going to be different. Now, the results could be the same if Christian Parker ain't any good, but the faces and the talent is going to be completely different. But you have to ask yourself, what's your expectation on that? Did they get better in those names that I mentioned? Did they get worse in some of those names that I mentioned? So, and you added Kobe Durant. So, I mean, that was an addition, but you didn't replace Osa and you didn't replace Logan Wilson. But that's on top of the offense. And I feel like the offense is really going to struggle this year. The film already has a year under Schottenheimer's offense. Dak Prescott does not have a real cadence. He's only a year older. If you go 1-3 in the first 4 games, CeeDee Lamb is checked out. George Pickens checked out because that's how their mentality is. They don't know how to handle adversity.
100%. I agree with everything you just said.
You're right
Yeah.
about that. They
No,
will
yeah.
check.
What's
Yeah,
up, fellas?
Hey, Ansaz, how you doing?
Doing all right.
Did you hear me shout you out? Did you hear me shout you out?
I did. I appreciate it.
What up, fam?
We've had some good conversations on the phone lately, man.
Yeah, we have.
But I don't see this off. I think this offense taking a step back next year, man.
1,000%.
I can see it.
I
could
don't
love to
see
it.
unless Shoddy is really the only piece that can get better from year 1 to 2.
Right.
I don't, because all the other players are pretty much the same. Shoddy is the one that's learning on the job mostly. Dak Prescott is who he is. CeeDee Lamb is who he is. Javonte Williams, hopefully his health can carry over to a second season. That's a big if, knowing his injury history. But we were relatively healthy. We had players are going to miss time for, little nicks and bruises here and there throughout the season. But we didn't have any significant injuries to the offense that put a player out for the entire season for a significant amount of time. That worries me because you don't usually get that good of an injury, bug 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
We had 2014 and everything was going good, and injuries derailed 2015.
Yep.
So and then we had 2019, you went to the playoffs, lost to the Rams, and then 2020, the injury bug came in.
Yeah.
So I just that's my worry. 2023, we lost all our linebackers.
True.
Like 4 or 5 weeks it left with the season on the line. We didn't have our starting linebackers were gone. So that's what really worries me. And you could say next man up, but I don't see a lot of depth, talented depth, that if you put the next guy in, really across the board, the next guy in, there's a significant drop off. It's not a small drop off or a guy with a high ceiling and just hasn't had a chance to prove himself. There's significant drop off once you pull the starters out, especially on the defensive line and cornerback. I don't think I'm worried about our linebackers, even the starters. So
This guy's a monster, dude. I got to feel we're gonna be better up front. We got to build that wall. I think that wall is coming.
Yeah, but who's your wall up front if you're going to start? You got Kenny Clark, Williams, and who else?
The young man out of San Diego. He can bring him in there, let him play.
But week one first snap on defense. Who's your starting defensive lineman?
What package we in?
Let's just do nickel. Most likely it's gonna be nickel. So
okay, hold on. I already got this figured out. Where's my notes at? 1 second, please. Somebody help me, please.
And then are we running 3-3-5 nickel or 4-2-5 nickel? Which one?
I got 4-2-5 nickel. All right, I got Hooker, Thompson, Overshone, Barham, Kobe Durant, Ezeraku, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Malachi Lawrence, Caleb Downs, and Deron Bland.
And who's your defensive line? Just the defensive line.
Just your defensive line: Ezeraku, Williams, Clark, and Malachi Lawrence, or it could be Rashawn Gary.
It better be Lawrence. If it's not Lawrence, then that another first round draft pick.
Then replace Malachi Lawrence with the Ezeraku and add in Rashawn Gary. There you go.
I could see that.
But they're gonna bring that young man in from Michigan in there, let him play.
I said Durant.
Yeah,
okay.
You
got that young man from.
I said Barham. I'm sorry, his name's Barham.
Yeah. You got that young man from the Saints.
I just have flashbacks that
Bullard ain't gonna be shit. Are you
No.
kidding me?
I
Absolutely
really do think he's going to be something. I really do think he's going to be something.
not.
I-
But
That's your opinion, OG.
I just have flashbacks of last year that even with Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark, it took 5 people on the offensive line, on the defensive line, to stop the run. When we got into the teams that actually were in the playoffs last year, when we got to the year before, when we got to Kansas City, that was 5 down linemen. We did it.
Let me ask you this though.
We did it against the Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers. We ran multiple times. We ran 5 down line.
Let me ask you this though. Whenever we went over the turnover, can you really are you really expecting the same results with all the turnover we had?
Okay.
On offense,
they may slightly be
On
better
defense.
they may slightly be better, but the reason I have pause and concern is that the personnel, the Kenny Clark, the Williams, the Ezeraku, those guys were here already and part of that 5 down. That's my worry. If it was Williams and you swapped out Kenny Clark and you brought in somebody else for Kenny Clark, then I would say, all right, this is going to be different. But those 2 dogs that were supposed to be in the middle of our defense, they couldn't get it done a lot last year.
what do you think? I think it's the coaching. I really do.
Yeah, but the defensive line is about will. You got to be able to beat the man in front of you. You don't. There's not a lot of scheme. They weren't stunting down there with Williams and Kenny Clark. It's about beating the man in front of you. And they're going to double team Williams until any of these other guys can prove that they can beat one-on-one.
They need to find somebody to step up. They could get it. Maybe
who beat one-on-one?
No, I'm saying that's what they're going to double team Williams until somebody proves that they can beat one-on-one. So the defense, I'm thinking an offensive coordinator. If we want to run the ball, we got to move Williams first and then move the other guys. And then if let's say Kenny Clark is beating his one-on-one, then you got to put an extra guy on him, and then now you're sharing it between Williams and Kenny, which allows you to manipulate the defensive line a little bit better. But if these other guys can't beat their one-on-ones, you're just gonna get ran on.
I think with Ezeraku not having his hand in the dirt is going to help him out rush that passer.
Oh yeah,
and I really think that's going to help him out a lot.
I'm more worried about the run.
Well, your run's going to start with your tackles and your linebackers. I mean, it starts right there up front.
And that's what I'm talking about, the defensive tackle. That's my worry, because you can't rush the passer if you can't stop the run.
Man, I caught myself watching Miami versus Dallas 2011 Thanksgiving game. It's on YouTube. I watched the whole damn game. Mm-hmm. Y'all do me a favor. Go back in that game and go watch what Sean Lee was doing as a middle linebacker. Like, God, dog. I mean, that dude was all over the place. Mm-hmm. And that was in a 3-4 defense. I hope these guys, like Barham, especially Barham, watches a guy like Sean Lee in this system and learns from that. Because if he could play anywhere remotely close to Sean Lee, like 70% on top of what he did with Michigan, he might be a solid inside linebacker. But he has to study that and do that. But I hope somebody, the football gods, just dropped Sean Lee's tape in his lap, because I need him to watch that.
Now, this is the thing. He might be able to do that in year 2, year 3. I don't know if it's going to happen in year 1. It doesn't usually click in year 1, except for the guys that's on the track for a gold jacket. Those guys are different and special. But those guys don't fall to the 2nd and 3rd rounds either.
I do feel that young man from the Saints, what's his name? Not from the Saints, but the Chargers are going to give us a boost in the middle. They ain't going to be able to stop him.
He wasn't even a starter on the Chargers. So
I think this. I think Christian Parker's defense, it's just going to be a different defense. I really think they're going to get after him this year. I really do think that.
I'm gonna give you this, OG. When I looked up his stats and I watched some of his film, he had his best year under 3-4. They now Chargers switched to a 4-3, but he played better under a 3-4. I'll give him that. But
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that a defensive tackle can play better under a 4-3 versus 3-4 where he's taking on double teams. But I've always said the offensive line and defensive line is about will. It's a lot of one-on-one matchups, and it's about beating the guy in front of you.
Right.
So now you had Dan Quinn and what's his name? What was the one that liked to stunt everybody? Rob Marinelli.
Oh, Marinelli.
He wanted small guys that could stunt and try to create traffic and mismatches and stuff like that. That right there, I would give you the scheme, but Quentin Williams ain't stunting around too much.
Well, and that's what you hope that Christian Parker ain't doing any stunts.
Well, and you called out that shit last year during training camp with Matt Eberflus. You said, "Don't stunt Sam Williams. Don't stunt this guy. These aren't stunt guys."
Yeah, they're not. Sam Williams is an outside linebacker, I feel like. You can't stunt him. The only thing he can do is go rush the passer. If he's trying to cut in all the traffic that's all there with your techs and your guards and he's just not that guy. Send him out on the edge, let him contain the edge, let him destroy the edge, and get him around the corner and see if he can pass rush. Sam Williams can do it probably better than Maris Louisville. Seriously. Maris Louisville is riding on the wall. He probably won't even be on this team when it's all said and done. They might trade him.
He's not that good, man.
I just say if we worried about pass rushes and stuff like that, if you can't stop the run, there won't be a pass rush.
Yep.
I do think O'Shawn gonna come back solid this year. I hope.
I'm not sure though, man, because
I really have a feeling about the defense.
His injury history, man, is very, very concerning.
I mean, listen, OG, I hope he comes back. I'm an Overshown fan.
Same.
The healthy Overshown was a sight to see, man. I enjoyed watching him play. It was fun. Mm-hmm. But those knee injuries, man, you could take 10% off of your agility every single time you get a knee injury. And he's had 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I wish I could drop my video already about the linebackers. But I can't yet.
But the linebacker
waiting for Frisco report or something?
I don't know what I'm waiting on. It's bombshell, baby. It's bombshell.
What linebackers are you loving right now?
It's for me to know and you to find out later.
You trying to get a trailer release?
A sneak peek?
Yeah. No, I'm still building evidence.
When this preseason game come out, when you start our preseason, if this defense looks good in preseason, I said we will have a good season.
Preseason really is your standard?
It's preseason.
Yeah. Week 1. Yeah, they have to come out week 1.
They do
and hold the Giants to 17 points.
They do not scheme in preseason because they want the players to read and react fast and play fast. That's all preseason is about. Cover two basic packages. They just want to see players move in space, read and react. That's what they're going for.
I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for technique and training and discipline. That's what I'm looking for, and penalties. Correct all that shit.
Well, but even if that's good in the preseason.
It's preseason week 3. What are you looking for?
Same thing all the way through.
Your starters are going to be playing. None of those guys are going to be on the team.
I'm looking for make sure everybody in the right position. Nobody's getting the ball thrown over the top of the head. Don't give up nothing big, and discipline and coaching. That's what I'm looking for. Looking for coaching.
You're not going to. That's not how they evaluate players in preseason. It's just not how they do it.
Ooh, that's what I'm looking for.
Coaches have came out and said that they don't even need preseason to prepare for the season.
Shit. Yeah. Cowboys say otherwise.
but that's what I'm saying though. They're about to go down to 2 games. There's about to be 2 preseason within the next 2 to 3
19
years.
weeks
They're
of
gonna go.
football.
There's going to be 20 weeks. They're going to add a second bye for every team and add another game, and they're going to cut the preseason game.
Can you imagine a team with 2 weeks off, not playing for 3 weeks?
Well, no, what they're talking about doing is you're going to get a bye, and then you're going to play a couple more games, then you're going to get another bye. So everybody's going to have an early bye and a late bye.
That's an R word I can't say.
But they're going to shift. I think what they should have did is literally you should just in the middle of the season, boom, that everybody got a bye week at the same time.
Whole week, the whole NFL shut down.
It's fair. Everybody got the bye week.
Money you're losing.
That's a lot of money you'd be losing.
I know. That's why they would never do it. But that's the only way to be fair. Because if you get a bye week, if you get what's the first bye week? Week 4 or 5?
You want to talk about fair? Our bye week's 14.
Yeah,
I know. But yeah, so now we got players and stuff that might be nicked up. We got an excellent bye last year. It was right in the middle.
Yeah.
But
Uncensored, do I sound different?
You sound clear.
Oh, really? Is that noticeable?
Yeah.
It's pretty noticeable. Yeah.
What did you get? You do different.
I got a new mic.
His new microphone.
I got a Yeti.
Oh, they didn't pay you, bro. You don't advertise that.
I'm not on my channel.
You got a Yeti. What's the Yeti?
A microphone, OG.
Hey,
I know.
It's a microphone brand.
Yeti.
Why you in this man's financials?
Okay.
Hey, you muted yourself with the mic.
Yeah, but I don't think the problem
You muted, Corner.
How the hell did I do that?
You hit the button on the microphone.
He excited by that microphone.
I am, dude. I can't wait to film an episode of the Frisk Report. Maybe do a little talking crazy tonight because Fifth ain't going live.
That's what I
thought he was scheduled for it.
No, he's hanging out with his boys tonight.
That's good. That's good.
Family first.
Yep, always.
OG, who do you follow? Go to your follow tab. I bet you follow all kinds of prostitutes. Go to your follow tab.
Come on, man.
Yo, how many followers you got, Corner?
Hold on. My wife is around.
Corner, how many subscribers do you have?
On what?
On Cowboys Corner.
5,200.
I wonder what threshold you got to hit before you can get like free Yeti.
Well,
I don't know. What
they don't do it anymore, but I used to get a bunch of people emailing me on stuff.
Yeah. Different companies gonna have like different requirements. Once you get 20,000 followers or something like that, they'll.
But my demand is too steep. I want $50 a video. I don't want free shit.
That ain't steep.
Give me a return label. I'll be honest.
Vol, I think it is.
So the penalty problem in second year. They said the penalty problem in the second year of Scotty. How can he fix his penalty game? Uncensored.
He can't.
No, he can't.
What do you mean he can't?
Wait, who?
He can't fix it.
How will Scotty address the penalty problem this year? They was fucking top of the penalty this year.
He can't fix it because it starts with Jerry. Because if Shotty tries to come down on these players, they're gonna whine to Jerry, and Jerry's gonna make sure that they get playing time. The only way you can get these penalties fixed is to pull players off the field that commit penalties. And they're not gonna do that with Jerry. Jerry wants to see his product on the field. Mm-hmm. That's why it's been a problem for 4 coaches now?
Yeah, it's been the penalties is nothing new, man. This has been going on for decades at this point. So it's not going to change with him. You had a nursing home running back go to Jerry Jones and complain about playing time, and they lied about your running back being sick to get him on the field. You had what Mike McCarthy say? He wanted to get the young guys going. Yep.
You the head coach. who's above you that's telling you who to play? It's got to be Jerry Jones.
It's Jerry Jones.
Wait, what now?
Mike McCarthy said that he wanted to get the young guys playing instead of some of these older vets. He wanted to get the younger guys in.
Well, Mike McCarthy, statistically, I think played more rookies than anybody, and Schottenheimer played their rookies played the least last year.
Yeah, I remember you said that. But that's what Mike McCarthy said out of his mouth.
That's what he said. Yeah,
he said he wanted to get the young guys going
because it helps your vets later on down the season because it's a long season. That's why he wanted the young guys to go in there and get their feet wet.
But if he wants to do something and he's not able to do it, that means somebody is preventing him from doing that.
Yeah, it was the same thing even with Garrett too, for that matter.
No, well, Jason Garrett had good draft classes though.
Sure, but I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just talking about in terms of authority to coach is what I'm talking about.
So let me ask you, how do you correct this problem?
You pull players off the field who commit dumb penalties. You bench their ass. That's what you do. When a player commits, I watched Randy Gregory get 2 defensive holding penalties because he tackled the wrong guy in a playoff game.
Yeah,
twice. They called defensive holding, and he was just tackling the guy that didn't have the ball. He wasn't trying to hold the defender. He was just tackling the wrong guy. You have to pull those players. When you get a offensive lineman that get 2 holding calls in the same drive, you have to pull that player off the field. Even if it's just for that drive, you have to have some consequences. That's why they over on the sideline smiling and laughing when they screw up. There's no consequences for it. CeeDee Lamb dropping passes. It's the exact same thing. There's no consequence. But when you don't show up when you're supposed to.
How you feel about that, Corner?
Oh, he just needs to. He has to set fundamentals right off the bat. And I mean, Uncensored's right. If Dudu Pantsteel goes in there and he has 2 holding penalties back to back or 2 false starts back to back, you sit him on the bench. Let him think about what he did and do it for about 3 series, right? And that way you can get looks at other guys that maybe won't commit penalties. But you got to figure out why you're getting penalties, what you're doing in practice. Like there should be no false starts at AT&T Stadium. There should be 0 false. Now in a loud stadium where you can't hear the snap count, I can get that, right? But at home we got way too many pre-snap penalties at home. It's just stupid. It's just dumb. There's no reason why the defense should be offsides at AT&T Stadium. They have to figure out what's going on. If these players even care. If they don't understand the severity of 15 yards, make them run 15 yards 1,000 times. Like you got to put some discipline in place because these penalties, especially at home, they should never exist.
How you feel about that?
I agree.
How you feel about that, Lishan?
No, I agree. At the end of the day, man. I mean, it comes down to how they coach fundamentals and things like that, but. The penalties and this penalty issue has been going on for well over 4 or 5 years at this point. So
it's been going on for 30 years.
Yeah. So and I'm being extremely kind. So it ain't changing anytime soon, man. I'd be shocked if because I mean this is nothing new. Like Uncensored said, man, if Schottenheimer tries to say anything to them as a coach, the players can just circumvent him and go to Jerry Jones. That's what they did under Garrett.
But Garrett was almost 10 years ago. A lot has changed since then.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
I'm just
not in penalties. Yeah,
I'm talking about players running to coaching to Jerry.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Zeke just did it 2 years ago.
And guess what? Zeke's fat ass got cut too and didn't do shit.
But they also put a capable running back, Rico Dowdle, and told everybody he was sick or something like that.
Well, Rico Dowdle came out on a podcast, and he confirmed that, yes, he was sick. Rico Dowdle came out that he came out and said it, yes, I was actually sick. He was throwing up the night before. He was throwing up in the morning. He threw up before the game. He had a temperature of 102. Rigo Dowdle came out on a podcast and 1,000% confirmed he was sick that game.
Sound like somebody whipped him into shape because that wasn't what he said the first time.
Maybe you missed. Maybe someone put words in his mouth, or did you hear it from the horse's mouth?
No, he said that. I have to go for. I'm gonna go out and look for it. But
Yeah.
he
Let me know.
They asked him about it. He said, "No, I'm
I
fine."
remember he said it. I just.
So, Champ, how you feel about the penalty? Champ, how you feel about the penalties, Champ?
I like what Corner said. Make the players gonna have to be punished. Make them run 100 yards. Still at 15 yards if they don't get it. Because really, it's, a lot of penalty is our mental, especially the pre-snaps.
So what about you just fine them?
I'm okay with that too.
Can you find is that legal in the CBA to fine players for on-field penalties?
Can an NFL ball club fine NFL players for having too many penalties?
NFL teams are not allowed to fine players for having too many penalties,
Yeah,
such as holding
I
or
don't
false
think
starts.
that's legal.
Player fines are governed by the NFL and NFLPA's collective bargaining agreement, so teams cannot impose financial penalties for in-game performance.
They can do it for in-game performance.
Oh, what is
No, I
in-game
said they cannot. They cannot fine.
Right?
No, you can't fine for players for in-game. The only thing they get fined for is personal fouls and unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. That's it.
Yeah.
You can do conduct detrimental to the team, but there would be a hard case with the Players Association about. I mean, hell, half the players.
What's
in the league
egregious infractions? What's the definition of egregious infractions?
Those would be personal fouls and unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, fights.
Yeah, you're right.
Those type of penalties.
I just had her keep reading. It said it.
Yeah, things that don't.
I just had her read it. Damn, you can't fine for penalties.
No.
Nope.
We in trouble.
No, it has to start. You have to have a head coach that doesn't want to be buddy with these guys. That's going to hold them accountable. See the way you penalize a player for false starts and holding calls is on Tuesday when they get their ass in there. You don't touch a football. Your ass is going to run all day long. You on the sideline and you run. And when your ass is tired, you're going to run some more. And when you throw up, you're going to sit down for 5 minutes, take a swig of water, and then your ass is going to run some more until you can figure out how to stop committing penalties.
Yeah.
Do y'all know how much a water boy makes in the NFL?
Probably about $60K.
35 to 53,000.
That ain't much.
Well, I mean, they're basically all
That ain't bad.
All they're doing is squirting water in a man's. What do you mean? That's like free money.
That ain't bad. I was about to say the average income for
you get to watch an NFL game for free.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is squirt water in a man's mouth. Pause.
well, and this too that the average male salary is $40K.
Yeah,
so that ain't bad.
Yeah.
3,000 to 3,500 per game.
Wow.
And they probably got a day job. Well, do they get paid during the week? Or are they at practices?
All I know is I'm applying for water boy. I will drive to Dallas every week.
I want to be the cheerleader uniform inspector.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
And I'm okay with that because it ain't like Donald Trump looking at teenage pageants.
Hey, leave Trump out of this. It's not political. Let's move on to football. So anyway,
Trump wanted to buy an NFL team.
Hey, you know what? He got a UFC. He's all into sports. Why can't you talk about him? You got the whole White House got a UFC event coming up.
So Uncensored, how do you fix this red zone problem, Uncensored?
You need better play out of your tight ends and a better running game.
Oh, 82 catches for Jake Ferguson. All dink and dunk.
Yeah, you
Yeah, it's
need
all
better.
like
You
Well,
82
and
catches
that
is
right
damn
there,
good.
that right there tells me they're not scheming them right because it's all like you said, dink and dunk.
Yeah, but 82 catches.
82 catches is a lot.
it's a lot. Yeah,
I'm done with Ferguson.
What?
82 catches is a lot,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm done with Ferguson.
I keep telling people Ferguson is getting a bad rep. It's not him.
It's not Ferguson. He just got 82 catches.
It's the scheme.
it's a scheme, 100%.
He was the fifth best tight end in the league last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're not scheming him
What do
properly.
you mean it's a scheme? What do you mean it's a scheme?
You got to scheme your tight end down the field and
down
stop
the
throwing
field.
it to him 5
He's
yards.
dinking and dunking. What's his average? What was his average? Hold up.
Yeah, they have to scheme him downfield, man. They're not doing that.
When you say go ahead, corner.
If he had 82 catches for 600 yards. If they actually schemed Ferguson, fifth quarter would have owed me an apology because I would have been right about my prediction about Jake Ferguson coming out here balling. He averaged 7.3 yards a clip. That is trash.
That's not good. Yeah, fuck.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
Let's add 3 more yards to that. Right? Wait, what's his best? What's his best? Hold up. What's his best?
2023 was his best season.
10.7. So let's add 3 yards to that. So let's do 82 times 3. Anybody know math?
82 times 3.
That's 246 yards.
246.
So that means if he would have averaged his best with 82 catches, he would have had 850 yards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Scheme.
It was all dink and dunk.
That falls on your boy Scotty right there.
Yep.
850 yards, pretty damn good.
Yeah,
For a tight end.
They got to scheme it properly.
That falls on Scotty right there.
Yep.
You need better play out of your tight ends and the running backs to get better in the red zone. You have to be able to run the ball down there. The windows are tight. Safeties are playing closer to the line of scrimmage.
I just think it's Dak Prescott.
No, it's more than just Dak, man. 82 catches is damn good for a tight end.
If he would have had his average, he would have been the 4th best tight end in the league with those 82 catches. But it put him down at 13th best.
13.
Yeah, it put him down. He's 13th. If he would have had his highest average with those 82 catches, he would have been 4th.
Well,
he would have been tied.
What was his rank on catches?
82 catches.
Yeah, how many?
Receptions. He would have been 3rd.
That's what I thought. He was up there.
Trey McBride had 126. Kyle Pitts had 88.
Oh wow.
Jake Ferguson had 82. The guy that the next guy comes in at 77, 76, 76. There's he would have been well, hold on. He would have been 3rd in catches. Yeah. He's third. He is 3rd in catches.
Wow. Yeah.
So what were you saying about Ferguson?
Corner, while you got the stats up right quick, how many touchdowns did CeeDee Lamb have last year?
3. I know that off the top of my head.
That's what I thought.
What?
3 fucking touchdowns.
For your number 1 receiver.
That's another conversation you got to have. I understand he missed 3 weeks, but 3 in 15 games, 14 games, 3 fucking touchdowns?
That's unacceptable, man.
Ferguson?
No.
So that's $12 million a touchdown he made last year.
Yeah, he played 14 games.
That's a conversation nobody's had yet.
Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah. I heard that in passing when I was listening to a stream a couple days ago, and I was like, I'm not 100% sure, but 3 touchdowns.
That's horrible.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's not good.
From your number 1 wide receiver option.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Dak Prescott?
It's
And
Schottenheimer.
then people want to get on me when I say it's time to trade CeeDee Lamb.
All right. So Pickens had 9. CeeDee Lamb had 3. Jake Ferguson had 8 touchdowns, by the way.
Yeah, I think he was 5th in the league with that with tight ends.
Ryan Flournoy had 4. Turpin had 2. Tolbert had 1. Javonte Williams had 2 touchdowns receiving. Hunter Lemke had 1. Span Ford had 1 on the bootleg. You guys remember against the Eagles. Yeah. And then rushing touchdowns, Javonte Williams had 11. Malik Davis had 2. Prescott had 2. Jadon Blue had 1. Miles Sanders had 1. And Phil Moffa had 1. We had 18 rushing touchdowns.
So Ferguson was 3rd on the team in touchdowns or 4th?
He was 2nd.
2nd. Oh,
Yeah,
gee, he's tripping. You better leave Ferguson alone.
He was 2nd.
He's not that good.
Quarter apology.
He's not that good, family.
82 catches, 2nd on the team in touchdowns?
3rd in the league in receptions.
Come on, man. What more you want out of him? It ain't his fault that they tell him to run 5 yards and stop.
Jaja Bing said Ferguson can't catch a cold, but he caught 8 tutties, 2nd on the team.
Uh-huh.
You think that's going to happen this year, though?
What?
That he gets 8 touchdowns this year?
Oh, if Ferguson's healthy,
I think
I'm gonna predict it again. I think he can get 1,200 yards.
Ooh,
I predicted it last year. I'm gonna predict it this year.
Nah, I don't see 1,200.
I don't see 1,200.
I just don't believe in his offense, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1,000. Give me 1,000. I think Jay Ferg get 1,000.
1,000? We're gonna take 20% off.
Yeah, I took 20% off.
So you think that offense gonna do something again? I just believe in this defense this year. I don't know about this offense against this schedule. I don't know about Ferguson.
Yeah. It's tough.
What worries you about this offense, OG? What worries you about this offense?
Red zone, penalties.
What about the red zone? What about the red zone? Like, how would you fix it? How would you fix the red zone problem?
I'll run that play action bootleg Mississippi Toss Week.
That's not even a real answer.
OG, how would you fix the red zone offense?
I'll run it, and I just throw over the top. I just throw deep constantly.
In the red zone, you gonna throw deep?
Where the fuck are you gonna throw? Fucking like deep.
I'll probably throw it out. I'll probably throw a couple of outs. But I would not run that in the round no more. I wouldn't run that wide receiver screen shit. That's just played out.
They didn't do that in the red zone.
They did that
shit out in the middle of the field. CeeDee Lamb got hurt on the end of round bullshit on like the 40-yard line.
I'll bring that boy from Baylor and let him be tight end, and I'll put Ferguson ass on the bench or let him Ferguson work the middle of the field. You have CeeDee Lamb out. I'll just be done with Schoolmaker and Spanford. I'll put that boy from Baylor in there. He's 6'4". He got speed. We need a guy that can stretch the middle of the field, catch the ball, and make a move and be off to the races. When Ferguson catch the ball, he's down right away. I don't see any effort. And when he does break free, he doesn't secure the ball enough. And then he strips, and that's a problem. We can't game plan around Ferguson because he's not elusive enough. He's an elusive tight end that's hard to cover, that we can depend on. Like Kelsey. That's what we need. And if you let the young man from Baylor give him a fucking starting position, cut somebody, and we need a guy that's elusive to help us.
What's the Baylor guy's name?
Jacoby.
Michael Trigg?
Yeah, Triggs. Yeah.
Well, how's his run blocking?
Not good. He's a receiver.
That's exactly why you don't put him in at tight end.
What about run blocking? We need you to go and just run a goddamn.
You need your tight ends to run block.
Wait a minute. So you tell me you mean to tell me Kelsey can run block? Kelsey can't run block for shit. He always releasing out the line. I hardly ever see him fucking run blocking. His ass is running out of the field constantly.
Kelsey can run block. Maybe not now because he's old as shit, but he could.
Kelsey. Got a damn thing.
Hey, but Jaja Binks has a point on Ferg though. He has 7 fumbles in the last 2 years. In the last 2 years, and he's lost 4.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
fumbles
he
have been
does.
a
He does
problem.
fumble a lot.
I
Yeah, he
think
does fumble a lot.
2024 was his worst year. He was dealing with those knee injuries.
Yeah, it was 4 fumbles.
Yeah.
Let me ask him, corner. Uncensored. Why you like Ferguson?
Now, I'm gonna tell you why you don't
Pass that
like
question to
Ferguson.
me.
How about that? I know you don't like Ferguson because he fumbled twice in that game for Trey Lance, and you mad because he fumbled on Trey Lance.
You want me to tell you why I don't like Ferguson? Because he's a waste of space. And he probably a good off the field, good character, high character.
A waste of space.
Look, constantly holding. Constantly holding. I'm just telling you, constantly holding. His mind's not really in the game. He's false starting down in the red zone, making small little issues, holding and getting penalties. That's killing the team. I saw a whole bunch of last
I'm
year.
telling you, this is all based off of the Trey Lance game, bro.
He is so eager to get the football. He knows the football is coming to him. He knows the football is coming to him. That's why his offense is so fucked up. He knows the football is coming to him, so he started making little small, little crazy penalties, and just the killing rhythm of the team. So we're constantly going back, we're going forward. Now, could that be fixed during the out season, OTAs and preseason? That he need to get his ass out there and continue to play and get his shit together, and probably watch Kelsey film. But obviously, a lot of respect by Kelsey. By Ferguson, he needs to tighten up, or he's gonna be out of here. I'm telling you. That's what I see. That's what I like him. Somebody go unseat him, but
This all centers around that Trey Lance game, man.
You know, 100%.
100%.
Wait a minute. That was going on after Trey Lance left. That shit happened all last year with Ferguson.
How many fumbles did he have last year?
I don't even know.
2,
3,
1, 3.
He had 3.
That's not like
10.
He lost 2. He had 3 fumbles, lost 2.
He said
this man said 10.
Yo, I'll tell you, OG, go back and watch OG's stream of that Trey Lance game. He was so pissed off at Ferguson because he dropped the pass that would have been a touchdown in the end zone. That would have been Trey Lance's only touchdown.
Yo,
he was pissed off about
7 fumbles. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And I'm glad you asked me that question. You asked me how many fumbles you had.
What?
10, I was being facetious, but 10, I was playing around. But you said 2 or 3.
No,
right.
he's got too many fumbles. I'll give you that.
I'm asking you a question. When he fumbled, that was very important because we was in game when we had a chance to score to go down there and possibly go up and win.
All fumbles are important.
Yeah, for sure.
So one of those games really pissed me off. I was like, God damn, we had like 3. It was like back-to-back turnovers. Was it the Philly game? Somebody was it was Green Bay, somebody like that. And we had to go to OT. Ferguson fumbled down there on the 40-yard line, gave him the ball back.
Yeah, and he fumbled on the sideline. I remember it. Yeah.
So we gotta cut this shit out, man. He got paid the big bucks. He worked for his contract. He got paid. He got extension. But he didn't pay.
Are you a fan of Pickens, OG?
Yeah, I love Pickens.
Corner, how many fumbles did Pickens have last year?
I'm looking it up right now.
You don't worry about Pickens over there. Don't worry about Pickens.
I remember in the Eagles game he fumbled, and he got lucky that
he fumbled 4 times.
Oh,
he fumbled 4 times.
You okay with Pickens fumbles?
Yeah,
I remember Pickens fumbling.
He lost 0, so he recovered all of them, but he still fumbled.
Yeah, because his teammates recovered him. Because I remember when he fumbled in that Eagles game.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Our kick returner ran over there and dove on it.
Oh yeah, Cavante Turpin.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yep.
Yeah,
but
Pickens had more fumbles than Jake Ferguson.
When you recover them, that's luck. That's about the way the ball bounced.
Yep, it is.
Eshawn, let me ask you how you feel about Ferguson.
Oh, you gonna move on? You ain't gonna answer the question?
Eshawn, how he feel about Ferguson?
Listen, man, I said I don't think they're scheming him correct. I mean, Corner said the stats, man. What is it? 82 receptions for what? You said 600 yards? That tells me it's all dinking and dunking and ain't nothing happening. So that's scheme. That comes down to the way they're scheming him. 82 receptions for a tight end is pretty fucking good, but 600 yards is not that good. So I mean,
third in the league in receptions.
Yeah,
Man,
so
you can't ask for more than that from a
scheming.
tight end, bro.
Yeah, so that they're not scheming him properly. Now
the coaches have to realize. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad. I mean.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that the fumbles, I definitely agree, are a big time problem. But I mean, if they scheme him properly, then it's not won't. I mean, he can play. I mean, 82 receptions is pretty damn good.
So Corner, let me ask you, how many wins and how many losses this year? What got you here?
8 and 9.
I went 10-7.
Shit.
Eshawn went. Chan went 5-12. Uncensored went 5 and. Hold a minute.
5-12.
Yeah, we all pretty much most of us went 5-12.
I think Fifth went 5-12.
Yep, he did.
Cowboys Corner went 6-12.
I
went 8 and 9.
8-9. And I got to get 80s. Eshawn went 5-12.
Yep.
80 don't do predictions.
He doesn't do predictions. Neither do I, frankly. But
all right, so I'm on the one that said 10-7.
Yeah.
If they don't go 10-7, they shouldn't be pissed off. Only because the offense. I really feel like this schedule is really too tough. But for those mistakes we made on offense last year, how do you feel about Corner? How do you feel about the schedule not make the same mistakes we did last year against this schedule?
Well, you're gonna be tested the first 8 games. I mean,
yeah, it's a tough 8 week stretch.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna be tested. I mean, if you make the same mistakes you make, you ain't winning none of those games.
No,
and I'm talking penalties. I'm talking red zone mistakes. I'm talking fumbles. I'm talking drops. CeeDee Lamb had a lot of drops to start the year against those nasty, stupid, stinky Eagles.
He did.
If they come out playing like they did last year, this Harbaugh ain't playing around with these guys. Dan Quinn, I mean, maybe you can have some mistakes there, but there's no guarantee you could beat a healthy Commanders team because we didn't see them healthy last year. Baltimore, new head coach over there. What do they look like? Do they know how to use Lamar Jackson? CJ Stroud, Mr. Hairdo. Does he play better? Does he look like CJ Prescott? There's a lot of there's no room for error, and you don't even have to beat these teams convincingly, because knowing the teams and knowing the past Cowboys, if you beat them by a field goal, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that because you put up a fight against a good team, because in the past we lost those games. So you can come out and pull out a 1-point victory, a 2-point victory, hell, a 40 burger on these motherfuckers, and I'll be happy. But at the end of the day, we'll see.
Yep.
I just want them to win. I don't care whether it could be 1 point. Just win the damn game. Figure it out. Whatever it takes is what it's supposed to be.
See, last year when we went on that streak with the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Raiders, it was just the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Raiders. And obviously, when they played the Lions in Minnesota, they went back to same old. But if you can come out here and beat the Giants, beat the Commanders, beat the Ravens, beat the Texans, I'll buy me a Dak Prescott jersey. You go 4-0.
Oh Lord!
Oh my God!
Oh,
well,
you heard it here first.
You ain't got no worry about having to order that jersey.
Exactly. We ain't going 4-0.
They go 4-0. I'm putting it on record. They go 4-0. I'm buying a Dak jersey.
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
You ain't got to worry about it.
Has Scotty learned from his first year mistakes? How to clean the problem up on offense? Has he learned from last year?
I haven't seen anything to be able to judge that.
Yep, that's true.
I haven't seen a mini camp, OTA, nothing. I don't know. You gotta put pads on. You got a game plan. You got to get an opponent across from you to know that. That's not something. The talk on the off season don't mean nothing. You know, there was a whole bunch of boxers I saw talk toe to toe with Mike Tyson, and then they got in the ring, and got their ass beat. So
Yep.
you can talk. Everybody got a plan until they get hit. Is what the man said. It's the
Which
same.
way y'all kick me?
But Shotty can get out there and they can say the same thing with Christian Parker. That's why I've been saying pump the brakes on him. You can get out there, you can say a whole lot. It's easy to put it on the microphone. It's easy to sit on the table. It's another thing when you got to get 11 men in sync playing as one on the field and a whole bunch of coaches also in sync on the sideline. Execute a game plan. When that game plan isn't working, pull the guys off the field, figure it out, change the game plan, make the adjustments. Christian Parker, he's been a part of in-game adjustments. He hasn't done that himself.
Right.
So we don't know how he's going to handle those moments. We was frustrated with Matt Eberflus last year. Do something different. Change something up. Figure out something.
Yeah. What does Scott need to do for you to change your mind? What did he do different?
Score in the red zone, win some football game. Any means necessary.
Show some discipline.
This is the thing. Shotty is the head coach first. You have to make sure your team is playing well as a unit. All three, there's 4 phases: coaching, special teams, defense, offense. All of those need to be in sync and working together. You don't win a football game if your special teams is committing turnovers and penalties and giving them, you go to punt the ball and you get a stupid fucking roughing the kicker and now your defense is back on the field. You don't win games when your defense is constantly committing penalties, giving them first down. You don't win games when your offense is turning the ball over, can't score in the red zone. Everything has to come together. And you don't need to be number one in shit to actually win in this league. That's a misconception. You don't need to. If you can get top 10 offense and defense, that's good enough to win a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. You need some luck. You need health. You need coaches that recognize situational football and
number one and
identifying matchups.
This number one offense shit is so overrated, man. You don't need to do that.
And it's good for fantasy football, man.
That's
and
it.
I get the highlight reels and all of that shit. But then when it comes playoff football and your defense is ass and the other team got the number 2 offense, they go right up the field on your defense.
Yep.
And I can tell you this right now. I don't care what sport you play. If you turn the football over, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, you're not gonna win. That's been the big problem in the playoffs, man.
Ask that bitch James Harden.
Yes. Choker. Big time choker.
Champ, how you feel about that? About Scotty? Has he learned from his mistakes from last year?
I like Central said, I haven't seen not one practice, not one mini camp, not one OTA, not one training camp. I don't know.
Do you bench Guyton if he struggles again this year?
Who you gonna replace him with?
Young man you just drafted.
Drew Shelton, Penn State.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no way. I have them battled out in training camp. That's what I'll do.
I'm a firm believer that every training camp, no position should be safe.
True.
Every year, every position should be a fight.
That's the point of training camp. That should be the point.
Yeah. Supposed to be.
Yeah. You're gonna lock
Well,
your stuff.
well, the problem is you got your 1s, your 2s, your 3s, and your 4s. And the issue is the 3s and the 4s don't get a lot of reps. So they have to come out in this soft-ass preseason and try to make the most of their opportunities, and they keep taking games away. I'm a guy. I'm a firm believer in 4 preseason games. I am.
I am too.
I think every opportunity benefits the lesser guy. And you know, today, if there wasn't, let's say, who is that running back from the Broncos? What's his name? Terrell Davis. Let's say Terrell Davis is in today's league he's not on nobody's team because he made that play in the last preseason game.
That's true. That's true.
You have to let these young cats show what they're made of. Preseason needs to be competitive. Make preseason competitive again. Now, to answer your question, OG, on Schottenheimer, if you can sit at a podium and you can say we want to win a Super Bowl, but you can't correct penalties, red zone, your defense mistakes. I'm not saying he's going to do that this year, but I'm saying last year. You didn't correct penalties. You didn't correct red zone. You didn't do a majority of things. Your number one guy had 3 touchdowns in 14 games. You're dinking and dunking with your tight end who had 82 receptions, 8 touchdowns. If your goal is to win a Super Bowl, then what the hell are we doing? Right. That's why you can't set those expectations. You got to go game by game, First, you got to go practice by practice. Stack good days on top of good days. Iron sharpens iron. Then you got to prepare for that game. And you take that day by day. Film study, work it out, practice, preparation, more film study, meetings, right? Then you go play that game. You get punched in the mouth. How can I get better? What did we do wrong in our preparation? That's how you win Super Bowls. Bill Belichick said it on a podcast that he nitpicked winning. And because his team won a lot, but he kept his team in line because he said, "Hey, we won a game, but God, this tape's ugly." No, you know what happens when we win a game? Uncensored got a touchdown. Eshawn got a sack. Cowboys champs picked up a cheerleader on the sideline. Like you can't.
Hold up. Why I can't get a sack?
Because you got your sack and somebody else. Wait a minute.
Lord.
The way Schottenheimer handles winning is completely wrong. He needs to do away with that stupid post-game celebration.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick did not do stupid shit like that. Jimmy Johnson didn't do. You know when Jimmy Johnson did? He said, "How about them Cowboys? What did they just do?
Made the Super Bowl.
They just won a Super Bowl." You can't do shit like that in a regular season game. All you did was go to the next job interview. That's all you did. You didn't do nothing spectacular. Right. You got 17 job interviews. And if you interview well, you get the job in the playoffs. Then you have to get the job done. And if you don't get the job done, they send your ass home. You can't. Yeah, the job's not done.
Job's not done.
Is the job done? Job's not done.
You have 3-1 in the NBA Finals. How you feel? Job's not done.
Job's not done. Schottenheimer needs that Mamba mentality. He needs that Bill Belichick mentality. He needs winning mentality because that cartoon bullshit after post games will not get you a Super Bowl. Mark my words.
Yeah, that's ugly. Yeah,
100% agree.
So stop that. There's gonna be a lot of people in the locker room pissed off as you suggested that.
You have to learn how to coach. You have to learn how to adapt. Like, I get it. You want to be a player's coach. You've seen it work for Dan Quinn. You've seen it work for Pete Carroll. You've seen it work for a lot of coaches you worked under. I get it. You want to make it your own, but you have to evolve while you're making it your own. You have to make sure that stuff's working, and you have to make sure and you have to understand what's not working, and you have to fix it. And Schottenheimer, in the first year of a head coach, has shown me he can't fix it. He still wants to shake dicks at Billy Bob's honky tonk in Dallas with Ferguson. You're not monetized, you'll be all right. With Ferguson and Prescott.
Yeah.
Was it Ferguson and Prescott?
Yes.
Who was it?
It was.
Yeah, it was back. It was Ferguson Prescott.
Yeah.
Like you can't. Well, I get it. It was your first time last year. Play golf with the guys. Get to know the guys. Take them out to dinner. Go bowling with them. It's your first year. Get to know the guys. Now you know these guys. Now it's time to go put it together.
You know what always bothered me with that corner? Is that Shotty was not coming from a different team last year. Shotty was already on this team. What do you mean you had to go out and do putt-putt golfing and all of that shit to get to know the guys? You're the offensive coordinator. You didn't have a relationship with Dak Prescott already? You didn't have a relationship with Jake Ferguson?
He did it a lot with the defensive guys last year.
That fucking line dancing was the quarterbacks.
Well, that Greek dancing was later on, but he went bowling with Micah. He did some stuff with Osa. Like, he did a lot of more stuff with the defensive guys than he did the offensive guys.
And all those fucking guys are off the team. Ain't that some shit?
Oh, yeah.
He got to know him and get rid of him.
Right.
That just proves that shit don't win fucking football games, man.
But Schottenheimer has to stop that post game celebration bullshit. Yeah. He does.
Yeah, it's like reading out the fucking fantasy football card at the end of the game.
So why you don't like it, Corner? One more time.
It doesn't win anything. It only won you 7 games. He did. If he can sit at a podium and say our goal is to win a Super Bowl, but you didn't fix penalties during the season, you didn't fix your red zone during the season, you didn't fix your defense during the season, but for 7 times you stood up there and act like you won a Super Bowl.
Right.
That's not okay. I'll give you the analogy again. Bill Belichick just said that he had to let his guys know that, yeah, we won, but it was ugly. We made a lot of mistakes. Jimmy Johnson did not say, how about them Cowboys, till he hosted a Lombardi. You see what I'm saying? Right. You can only do certain things when you accomplish certain things. You won 12 games. You didn't accomplish shit. You won 7 games. You didn't accomplish shit. You won the NFC East. Guess what? You still didn't accomplish shit. You can't do stuff like that until you accomplish one thing. And that one thing is what you stay at the podium every year, at least 10 times a year, but yet you don't do anything to fix anything to get to that one thing.
Are you being too hard on Shotty?
No. What I'm telling you is fact over feeling.
But he's not going nowhere.
Then you're going to expect the same results. If your comeback is he's not going anywhere, then expect an 8-9 or worse season. Expect the 8-9 or worse season.
8-9. I see 10-7
or worse. Not if he keeps doing. Not if he don't fix penalties. Not if he don't fix red zone. If he
give him 10. Give him 10-7. They're still not going to get you shit. It's not a.
What did you accomplish? What did you accomplish?
Well, look at this tweet, man. This sums up the fan base. That is crazy. What a glazer.
So if we could correct all that this year, you think we'd be all right? 10-7?
10-7 ain't good enough, OG.
10-7 is not good. It's not good.
Oh, OG, that barely sneaks you in. You're a wild card team.
If that, 10 wins might not be good enough. Corner, you want to run down the teams? You want to run down teams? We're not better than Green Bay. We're not better than Chicago. We're not better than the Rams. We're not better than the Seahawks. We're not better than the 49ers.
Packers.
The Bucks are going to win. The Packers are going to win because somebody got to come out of the South. So I'm just going to pick the Bucks, but it don't really fucking matter.
The Rams.
Like, you're not going to win 10 games.
Yeah, we are.
10 games is not going to win.
I got a feeling we're going to win 10.
Wait, OG, go game by game. Go game by game. Go game by game. See which ones you have wins.
Hold on. All right.
You gonna let OG talk or no?
You better watch your mouth who you talk to, baby. I'm the star of the show.
No, you don't start.
Oh, I don't know.
You're the only one on camera, so you got priority.
You damn right.
Go on camera.
The host should always
I'm
be
on camera right now too. Old school on camera too.
Looking like a milk dud.
You see that bicep?
Can't
I
even
see a
see
milk
nothing,
dud.
bro. This is just like you're covered up by
It
the
says
light.
live.
Yeah, I can't even see you.
Can't even see you.
OG, the first person in the world with a bicep on the bottom of his arm.
OG got that from watching Triple X movies.
All right, go down. Let's see what you have. Let's see your 10 wins.
All right, I'm going with the Giants. I'm going with Washington. I got us beating Baltimore. I got us beating the Texans. I got us beating what there's 4. I got us beating Tampa Bay. That's 5. I got us losing the Packers. We'll beat Philly. That's 6. Beat the Cardinals. 7. I got us losing to the Colts on the road. I got us losing to San Francisco. I got us winning against Tennessee. That's 8.
That's 8.
We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose to Philly twice. I got us losing against Seattle. I got us winning against the Rams. That's 9. I got us losing against Jaguars. And then I got us winning against New York. Again, that's 10. And then we're gonna lose in the last game. Everybody gonna rest. That's how I got it. But
So you mean to tell me your team is gonna be playing so well that everybody gets to rest on the last week of the year? And with 10 wins, you get to take a week off.
I think this defense is gonna play better this year, and I think from what I saw last year, and I'm telling you right now, if we could play good defense and not make the mistakes we did last year in those games, and we can give that bum the ball back when he's stupid, don't make stupid mistakes like he was doing last year, which he probably make some of those, and we should be able to win some ball games. If our defense
But you think a 10-win team takes week 17 off, week 18 off? A 10-win team? That's what 14, 15-win teams with.
OG, do me a favor. OG, do me a favor. Pull up the Eagles schedule, pull up the Giants schedule, pull up the Commanders schedule, and let's go over their wins and losses.
OG don't really feel like doing all that right now. But,
why? Will they have more than 10 wins, OG?
Who? Philly?
Do you think they'll have more than 10 wins?
I don't know, man. All I know is I got a feeling defense is going to be good this year because he's going to save us a lot this year.
But you got to know what your opponents are going to do in order to make the playoffs.
I got it up right here, corner.
All right. Bust it down for me. I'll keep track.
What do you mean bust it down? What do you want?
Call the wins and losses.
Win or losses.
Holy shit.
They play September. Washington probably win that. They'll probably win that game there. They're going against Titans. They'll lose that game right there against Chicago. They're going to lose against the Rams. They're going to lose against the Jaguars. They're good defense up front. Jerry's going to have problems there. They're going to lose to Carolina. Then they're going to turn around and lose to us. But I did give us a loss on that, didn't I?
Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm going to take one of the losses, and then I'm going to switch it over to somebody.
He got them starting off 1-5.
And then
1-5. Okay.
I got them beating Washington again. That's going to be tough. Washington always play them in rivals. Hell, they might lose to the Giants on that one. Bye. I got them losing to Pittsburgh. We're gonna lose to them with November 26th at the house with the house, right?
That's Thanksgiving.
I got them beating. Yeah, we're gonna win that one. I got them beating the Cardinals. I got them beating the Colts. That's gonna be a tough game for them. I got them losing to Seattle, and I got them losing to Tennessee, Texans. I got them losing to San Fran. I got them winning the Giants. I said they're gonna go 6-10. 6-11 this year. Philly. We're probably gonna win the division.
All right, go to the Giants.
What do you want? You ready for this one again? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I got us beating the Giants. I got them losing to the Rams. I got them beating Tennessee. I got them beating the Cardinals. I got them beating Washington and the Saints. I got them losing to the Texans. I got them losing to Philly. I got them beating Washington. Well, I got them losing to Washington, losing to Jaguars, losing to the Colts, losing to San Francisco, losing to the Saints. I'm sorry, Seattle. I got week 15. What are they playing? Who was this? The Cleveland
Browns.
I got them beating the Browns. Hopefully, if I got them winning, or if Deshaun Watson's there, they're gonna lose. If Deshaun Watson is not there, they're gonna win. I got them losing to the Detroit, but maybe winning to us, and then I got them losing the field again. I got them.
You picked us to beat them.
Yeah, you picked us to sweep them.
You picked us to sweep them because that was the last win, and then we were going to rest.
Win the division this year. I got a feeling. What do you want? Redskins?
You just contradicted yourself.
But on both of them.
Yeah, and there was other game. There was other games along the way that he did it too. I just was waiting for a clear one.
Redskins. Well, y'all show OG gonna be wrong on this one, ain't you? Oh, I can't see that. Hold on, where we at?
You have to put Commanders, OG.
You put Commanders, and the Redskins ain't the team no more.
What is it? Not Redskins anymore, right?
It's been years, brother. It's been since like 2020 that they changed the name.
I wish they would change it back, but
no, I agree. The new name sucks. The new name is absolutely garbage.
They need to support my Native Americans is what they need to support. Bring that shit back.
I'm surprised that what's the name? The Blackhawks, they don't remove them.
You got
they
Native
remove
corner?
What?
You Native American?
I sure am.
I thought you were Hispanic.
Got a lot to learn, OG.
I'm just asking. All right, so here we go to run down on this one. I got him. Oh, that's 25. Why is it 25? Okay, I got him losing to Philly, losing to us, losing to Seattle. That's gonna be 0-3. I got him. What are they on the road? I got him losing to the Colts, beating the Giants, losing to the Niners. I got him beating Philly, losing to the Rams. I got him beating the Giants again. I got him beating the Bengals. I got him beating the Cardinals. I got him beating Tennessee. I got him losing to the Texans. Beating the Falcons, losing to the Vikings, losing to the Jaguars, and lose to us. Barring us or depends, we're gonna rest at that time. So yeah, I got him. You
got 7-10.
I got 7-10, same record as the Giants. Yeah, I got us winning the division this year. I do think if we correct the problems that we did last year on defense, like I said before, correct the problems. We were close in some of those games last year. I went back to get the score a couple of days ago. I said if we can get the ball back, make less penalty mistakes that we did on offense, and continue to do the right things on defense, because don't blow assignments, come up and tackle, stop the run. I really think we're gonna be good this year on defense. I really feel that's why I got a feeling. Because we haven't had a sound-minded coach with discipline in years that's going to get everybody in their fucking face, hold everybody accountable, and your ass is going to the bench. I do feel it this year. And during the preseason and during if I see Lamb and Pickens getting shut down and getting challenged in the preseason, and the OTAs, they getting challenged, they getting shut down, and don't give us that highlight shit no more, I do feel like we're going to be good on defense. If we can see those things happen. That's how I feel. But it's about time we start making some plays on defense to start to give us some hope. I do feel like this guy's gonna come in. We haven't had a sound-minded coach with disciplined teaching that hold everybody accountable, get in asses, and take names later. And that's what I'm looking for, Christian Parker. And that's how I feel he's gonna do for us this year. I really do. And I'm hoping
That's a lot of hope, brother. That's a lot of hope.
That's the truth.
That's more hope than Obama's campaign.
And that's what I'm seeing. When I see.
But how's that proof, though? Where you said proof? Where's the proof?
Oh, hold on. OG's talking real quick. When I'm looking at this team coaching, what he's doing on the sidelines, constantly got his hands on players, showing them technique constantly. That's what we need. We haven't had that in a long time. If we can get that now throughout the preseason and OTAs, and also going into the season, I say we'll do pretty well because we haven't had that in a long time, and I'm looking forward to it. And we should be happy that we see this hands-on, getting the players' asses and holding them accountable. Wouldn't you agree, Corner?
Yeah, I mean every player that I've heard that studied or learned from Christian Parker, they say he's hands-on, he's involved, his technique is very big to him. As a coach, I just hope that his assistants take the same approach because he ain't going to be able to touch everybody. He has to trust his assistants now as a defensive coordinator. We know that he does this from a DB coach standpoint, but he has to trust that his assistants are going to do what they want, what he wants them to do. But, I mean, it's going to take all hands on deck to fix this defense. I mean, you turned over 13 players. That's a hell of a start. But now you got to gel the 13 players coming in. To replace those guys, you got to make sure that everybody gels right.
And it's also kind of unrealistic to think that you're going to go 13 for 13 on all these players.
Cold-blooded.
You're gonna have some players that are not gonna pan out to be the guys that they want, or not a good fit for the system and stuff like that. So,
can I say a point? I came in.
Fire away.
I heard about the bowling trips and going to fucking watch movies, pizza parties or whatever. No, it was Greek food. That's something you do when you're coaching youth football. That's something you do when you're coaching high school kids. There's a reason in the armed forces that the officers go to have a separate bar and the enlisted men can't go in there. When Jimmy Johnson was at Miami, one of the first spring practices, summer practices, the starting right tackle went down, broken leg, compound fracture, 10 yards up, next man up. These are $60 million men in the NFL. And we got to take these people to be pizza parties? You know, think about it. In the armed forces, it's the sergeants, the lieutenants, the generals, the captains that order the soldiers to go and get killed. So I'm sorry. In the NFL, I don't think pizza parties and fucking eating Greek food and Greek dancing and riding around with blooms up your asses. That's not how you motivate people in the NFL. And like I said, I apologize. I came in late. I came in on the back end of that, and I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't think any of that shit equates to winning Super Bowl. So.
But here's the thing, though, is like some people think, man, like these changes are gonna happen, but the penalty thing has been the thing since I was little, man. We need to actually see a change before I hear them just say it. They always say we're gonna fix this, we're gonna stop the run. They say the same thing every year. We don't actually see it. So at this point, I'll believe it when I see it when it comes to these guys, man. I mean, the coaches, they sell hopium every single fucking year. And yet we have the same problems every single year.
They
Yep.
perfected it because they know the keywords to say to get everybody warm and fuzzy and feeling positive about this team every single year. The shit doesn't move me anymore. I have no emotions to this team. I want to have that extreme fandom that I used to have. I pulled back, man, and just I can't get. Last year I was not like I'm not even fucking mad about losing. I got no emotions in this team anymore.
Not even fun to watch the games no more, especially with how this team is set up. Don't have the try to have enthusiasm with it, but it's like they'll take one step forward and two steps back.
It's
Yep.
like I'm a big shit talker with sports, man. My teams, I talk so much shit. I can show y'all text messages between me and my brothers and everything. I can't talk shit when it comes to the Cowboys. I got most of my family Pittsburgh Steelers fans. They got 6. They're constantly in the fucking playoffs. My wife is a Rams fan. They just won a fucking Super Bowl. They always beat us. I can't talk shit to her. One of my best friends is a Green Bay fan. They always beat us. I can't talk shit to him. Like, there's no fucking thrill in the Cowboys football, man.
And the worst part is too, man, is like for some reason, man, these guys they cannot string together a good group of games. They'll have like maybe like one game where they look really good, and then they lose the next game. It's like what happened, man? Like these guys are not focused. It's like what Corner said earlier on the stream when I wasn't there. They celebrate, man, too soon. They're not trying to nitpick their wins. They're celebrating too soon and getting complacent with their mistakes. And when you become complacent, our teams can exploit your mistakes, and then you lose.
You know, I heard this. I don't know who said it, but somebody said you don't accept anything you win in a loss. You don't accept it in a win. Just because you won doesn't mean that your mistakes are okay. And I see the Cowboys way too many times. You guys are right. They get on 1 or 2 games and they think that they got it all figured out. What I really see them do is they overlook teams. I feel I so many times. How many times have you guys heard this? Oh, just give them an extra week of rest, man. We should be able to beat the Cardinals. Give them an extra week of rest, man. It's just the Giants. And then we go out there and we get our ass beat. Because these are still professional football teams.
Yeah. No, they treat it like college, where you're a huge university beating up on some community college or something. It's not like that though. But that's what they think it is though. Especially the fans too. The amount of times that before the Cardinals game, the fans say, "Oh, this is an easy week. We can put the backups in the second half." And then, like you said, we get our ass kicked. I mean, that happens so many times. I can't remember the last time we beat Arizona. Was it like
But that's a culture
a
problem.
decade ago? Was it a decade ago or something? I don't even know.
No, that's a good question. When was the last time the Cowboys beat the Cardinals?
And we lose to them no matter who's at quarterback. It
was like 2021, I think.
Kyler Murray has dog walked us. Josh Dobbs, Jacoby Brissett. It don't matter who played.
Brissett looked like fucking Tom Brady last year.
Yo, J.J. McCarthy looked like a competent quarterback for the Vikings last year. And they paid Kyler Murray like $40 million to come in this year.
Yeah, no, Kyler Murray's on the Vikings, I think.
Yeah, I think they got Murray, Wentz, and J.J. McCarthy.
It seems like every single player has their coming out game against the Cowboys.
Christian Watson, remember him?
Won the ball.
Ted McMillan didn't have any touchdowns and got 2 of them. His first 2 touchdowns he got against us.
Yep. Same with Christian Watson. He scored 3 touchdowns on us on the Green Bay game. That was like Aaron Rodgers' last year in Green Bay, I believe.
What's his name? The tight end for San Francisco. 3 catches, 3 touchdowns. Randy Moss type shit. Yeah, Randy Moss type shit.
Yep.
Because-
It's crazy, man.
I just think that the Cowboys, they're put on a pedestal in the DFW, and they don't understand that every other team in the league hates the Cowboys. And so they all prep with that in mind all week long, beat the Cowboys. To the point where George Kittle got a "Fuck Dallas" t-shirt underneath his jersey.
Oh, that was that was a replica shirt from like the 80s.
But he's still wearing it. But what
Still
I'm saying
had
is
it on, though, in
he
pregame.
still has that mentality. Fuck Dallas. You didn't think that it was fuck the Niners for Dallas back then? What player we got that's going to wear something like that? They don't take the
None.
rivalry seriously.
No, we
The
don't even think
49ers, the 49ers still hate the Cowboys. They still take that rivalry seriously.
we don't.
Now, all the Cowboys do, they take the jersey off and do a swap.
Yeah, I'm about to say we got players that get their ass beat by the Eagles and then host them on a fucking podcast and shit like that. They don't
That
take
was
the
Micah,
rivalry
right?
seriously. They don't take the rivalry seriously.
Oh, 2017. I had it right in my head the first time. September 25th, 2017. 28-17 win in Arizona.
Damn.
That's Josh Rosen, bro. That's how long ago that was.
Next year be 10 years if we lose to them this year.
God, could you imagine we lose to them? I wouldn't be surprised,
But
man.
see-
This year they're supposed to be the mega ass, like even worse than last year, and yet I still think they can beat us.
But see, Arizona used to be in the division with the Cowboys. They still treat it like a rivalry game.
You're right. Phoenix. Cardinals.
The Cowboys is the only one that walks in and I'm just here to play football. Other team, listen, you saw how fast Harbaugh came in. It was like, we here to whoop Dallas ass. It didn't take him long to get on board with that.
His first words were, "We're here to bully people." That's what he said, and that's what he said to the free agents that he went after. We're gonna start. It's just gonna be the old NFC East. And look at their draft.
Harbaugh?
Jim Harbaugh. Those are his.
He got ran out of Baltimore.
How many?
They ran his ass up out of there.
Okay.
So what? Buffalo ran their head coach out there too, but what that mean? Nothing.
Harbaugh did do a damn thing over there.
That's a
Baltimore.
Super Bowl winning head coach.
Yes, he did.
won a Super
Even
Bowl.
the fact that the general manager, they've been having some bad drafts. So when you constantly winning, when you constantly winning, you're picking towards the late rounds of the draft. And
How ironic,
at some
though.
point, that
They only drafted
does
trenches.
catch you up.
Both sides of the ball. Trenches.
Man, he got ran up out of there. They were tired of his
He
shit.
didn't
Now
get
watch
ran
it.
up out of
They
there.
He won a Super Bowl, OG. You act like he's a scrub.
Okay, OG, the champs disagree with you.
Hold on. They go run his ass up out of there. They ran his ass up out of there. They got tired of him down there because he couldn't pull it off. All that time he spent down there and do a damn thing. And he was living in the
Because he got a
glory days.
quarterback that can't stay healthy.
Yeah, it's the quarterback.
Now they gonna
It's the quarterback.
You got a
Watch
quarterback
out.
that can't stay healthy. The man started 3 different quarterbacks last year and was a missed field goal away from making the playoffs. 3 quarterbacks.
Exactly.
Thank you.
When you remember when we started free quarterbacks the COVID year, we literally missed the playoffs.
Top 5 pick.
Yeah, we went what 6 and 10.
That was Ben DiNucci, with Andy Dalton and Dak Prescott.
Wow.
Hey, OG, Pittsburgh, the same thing too with Tomlin. They were gonna try to run him out there too.
His ass got ran up out of there too.
So,
But he was still making the playoffs.
What are you saying, Corner?
He didn't do shit when he got there.
So Kittle got fined $13,659 for that shirt. But anyway,
He don't give a fuck.
Harbaugh has, including playoffs, 193 wins, 124 losses.
And
Okay, what you gotta say now? See?
He won he's a Super Bowl champion, NFL Coach of the Year in 2019, NFL record playoff holder. He holds the NFL record for the most road wins by a head coach league with 8. and he's a franchise leader. Left Baltimore as the winningest coach in Ravens history.
OG,
Talk
if
about
you,
running
OG,
Brandon
the
Grant's up out of there. He's done.
OG, if you can.
Yo, when he got fired, there was more teams
Let's take a
willing to
commercial
hire
break.
him.
We're
I'm
taking a
out.
commercial break.
This is crazy.
Because you're getting your ass whooped in the debate.
Yeah.
There was more teams willing to hire him than there was vacancies open, which means there were teams that were literally like, if you want to come coach for us, we'll fire our head coach.
He got a 5-year, $100 million contract. And he's he makes all the calls, head coach and GM. And he
They
has
demoted their
a female.
GM. Remember, they demoted the GM, the Giants GM.
Harbaugh is head. Yo,
The Cowboys should have been one of them teams to go after him.
We should have, man. Should have fired Schottenheimer on the spot and gone after him.
Is that going to help the offense?
Savage, I think your mic is messed up, because every time you try to talk, your voice gets cut out. Okay, yeah,
Okay,
come back.
I'm about to grade in this, fellas. I need to go walk and spend a little time with the honey dip.
Yeah, you need to study up on your shit before you open up your mouth next time. 'Cause I will destroy you in a debate.
Hey, hold on, wait, hold on. I got something for you.
Here we go.
I won't corner you like other people did last week, but I will destroy you in a topic debate. Yes, I will.
The tongue.
Who cornered him?
All you guys cornered OG last week.
Oh, yeah.
No, we did.
Last week. Yeah, about
I
to be
did.
there. Yeah.
Y'all cornered
No,
OG.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, y'all cornered OG. Because y'all said this is what y'all said. This is what y'all said. OG said, I think our defense is gonna be better. Somebody said, I ain't gonna say no names, fifth quarter. Somebody said that OG, how do you know that you ain't seen him play? And then 5 seconds later said, I think they're gonna be exactly the same this year. So how can OG say they're gonna be better, but you can say they're gonna be worse, but you tell OG you hadn't even seen him play? And y'all guys harped on him for that. Beat him up in the corner.
He was wrong. We called it out.
Y'all, he was a turd and y'all were the flies.
Right. So anyway, we're gonna end this, fellas. I got him going 10-7. Y'all got him going 5-12. I could be wrong.
I got to go 6 wins, man. 6 wins and 11 losses.
I got 8 and 9.
Okay. I'll take the guy
5-12.
Okay.
Or 4-13.
Oh wow.
Champs just talking.
You know what the worst part is, Champs? That we won't even get that pick if we end up that bad.
I know, man. That really sucks.
Unless Green Bay also sucks. If Green Bay also sucks,
I hope they do.
Yeah, me too, man.
I hope Green Bay
Jordan
goes
Love throws a
2-15.
lot of interceptions.
One at a time, people.
Jordan Love isn't that good. He's not that good.
Good enough to beat our ass.
Yeah,
That ain't
but
saying
that's
shit, though.
So is
In
Jacoby Brissett and
2023,
Josh
that is
Dobbs.
saying something.
So is Jacoby Brissett and Josh Dobbs.
Not in 23?
Nope.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm
damn loud, tired of this lame ass music you got in my ear.
For real. That's what I was about to say. I'm about to
You
bounce.
don't like rap music. See, not the truth's coming out. You don't like rap.
I'm the freestyle king. I'm the undisputed king
All right,
in the
let's hear
parking lot.
something. Let's hear something.
Man. You all right? You ready? Let's see. Hit a beat for me.
Oh, Lord.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay. I need more snare in my headphones. Yeah. Okay. 09, my class, that's when I graduated. I'm shitting on you boys. Y'all constipated. Every day I'm hated. Most days I'm faded. My floor like a porn star. My flow is X-rated.
That's it?
He got you, OG.
Woo!
He got you, OG. Now you got
OG,
drop
your
yours.
turn. Your turn now.
That's it. OG ain't got nothing left.
You ain't gonna do one. You ain't gonna do
No.
one.
I'll do
No?
something next time. We'll do a mic battle next
You
time.
never had something to begin with. That's the problem.
Hey, calm down, corner. Sister, calm down now. Calm down now.
What is this audio that you have though? Like, what is this audio you trying to play?
You don't like that? That's my sound.
What is it? I don't even
They
know
used
what it
to
is.
play that after 10 o'clock p.m. when the kids were asleep.
BET Uncut. Tip drill.
Y'all calm
Remember
down.
that?
End the stream, OG. Damn.
OG, end it, brother.
We do it for fun.
I just want to hear the more freestyle. Hey, I'm serious. You ready to freestyle?
You don't want to hear my freestyler to burn your record.
Go ahead. We ready.
It's too hot.
You not gonna
Oh,
freestyle?
you want me to drop a couple bars? All right, I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, I might follow up behind you. Let me hear it.
All right. Well, I'm too real with this, brother. What you thought I was fake? Wait. Well, I'm too real with this, brother. What you thought I was fake? Let the tongue unroll and flow like the Great Lakes. Untamed, I'm a brother living wild for show. Steady repping my hood, throwing up the LB. And I got my brothers. The corners off the block. Big Weezy off the Heezy known on every city block. It took a little while for me to make mine, but when we drop, we gonna cop a meal and blow up like a landmine.
OG, turn that beat off. OG, turn that beat
Did you get
off.
that beat from Pornhub? Did you get that beat from Pornhub?
I got something. I'm going to follow up with uncensored. Turn that beat off. Ready? Coming in with dead silence. Dead bodies. Me and uncensored, we will drop somebody. I don't need a pen. I don't need a pencil. I just use my mental, so my mind is ill mental. Boy.
Step up in the room.
OG got
Named
that
like
X music
Gotti.
on now.
Everybody feel me like I'm from the Illuminati.
Ooh.
I don't play games. I don't fight fists. I use a shotty.
There you go.
Go ahead, Cool Cowboy. Go ahead.
I don't got nothing right now, brother.
All right, fellas.
Maybe next time.
No. Yo, you got to be careful on the stream because OJ get a Woody every time Cool Cowboy come in and say this team is booty.
All right. Check the mic. 1, 2. Let the engine ignite. Coming straight from the flats where the sun meets the night. In the heart of dust where the big rigs roll. I got a salesperson's drive with football soul.
Y'all have a good night.
End the live, brother. You gotta end the live. Nope, you're not gonna end it. I'm out of here, brother.
That was the homies coming to holler at OG. Y'all thanks for coming on in, holler at OG. Really appreciate it. But yeah, like I said before, I'm going 10-7, and I'm gonna drop this because I'm always going to heaven. Because my predictions are lovely, I'm hollering at you because I get bubbly. You try to test me, but be careful. Because I'm the bestie. My rhymes are tight. So I'm gonna tell y'all good night as I end this. I'm one of the greats. I'm hollering at you because I'm built like an ape. I'm a type of dude that run my thing, but if you try to get with me, I'm gonna let it hang. Because my boys are tough, you're trying to get with us, but you ain't rough enough. I'm gonna drop this line because I wish I can get mine. Hit the subscription, holler at me later, and pay attention. I'm one of the best because I just got it off my chest. Peace. I love y'all.
I don't rank number one. What? But this ball between the easy matches. Fight another ball. I'm telling you and everybody here. I'll fight anywhere, anytime, but not.
Are you always on the hunt for the latest buzz in the world of sports? Look no further. Dive into Fane and JP, your ultimate destination for the hottest sports gossip. From thrilling game analyses to interviews of fans, this channel has it all. Stay updated with the highs and lows, the cheers, and the surprises from the world of sports. Feel like you're right in the stadium with our vivid storytelling and dynamic content. Don't miss out on any scoop. Hit that like button, share with your fellow sports fanatics, and subscribe to keep your sports knowledge ahead of the curve. Fane and JP is just a click away. Join the community today.
He's hungry. I want to talk about that title defense. That would be easy.
Are you always on the hunt for the latest buzz in the world of sports? Look no further. Dive into Fane and JP, your ultimate destination for the hottest sports gossip. From thrilling game analyses to interviews of fans, this channel has it all. Stay updated with the highs and lows, the cheers, and the surprises from the world of sports.
It ain't that I'm changing, but it's strange how you motherfuckers rearrange. Now my mama can tell me, can't find something to live for. Best find something to die for.
The tongue. The tongue. Even so, the tongue is a little member. It is small, but exerts a powerful influence and boasts great things. Responsible for great things, whether good or bad. For in many things, we all offend all. This refers to the universal of sin and failure, even though amongst believers. The Holy Spirit is saying our mouths should obey us instead of us obeying our mouths. The tongue is a fire, speaks of fire in a negative way, which destroys all of inequity. The tongue, in the same way, is responsible for all inequity in the world. So is the tongue among our members, body members. That is defiled, it defiles the whole body. Constantly speaking in a negative way can bring about physical illness in the body and set on fire the course of nature. The tongue and in this case the wrong path, and it sets forth the fire of hell. For every kind of beast and of birds and of serpents of the things in the sea.
So why are you doing this? Because you can't win. This guy will kill you to death inside of 3 rounds. You're crazy. What else? He's just another fighter. No, he ain't just another fighter. This guy is a rocket machine, and he's hungry. Hell, you ain't been hungry since you won that belt. Oh, what are you talking about? That title defenses. That was easy. You mean easy? It was hard, man. Sit-ups? It was good fighters, but they wasn't killers. I'll get it tomorrow. Now come here, you keep it layout. I don't rank number one. What? Let me laugh. But this ball is the easy match. Another ball. I'm telling you and everybody here, I'll fight anywhere else, anytime. You ain't never gonna see that. Because he's gonna retire. See, he don't fight no real man. He fight himself. What? You're a disgrace to this sport. Shut up, old man. You let tough little ass come from. That's what you're trying to do all this night, man. So you some fighter. Prove it up.
Always on the hunt for the latest buzz in the world of sports? Look no further. Dive into Fein JP, your ultimate destination for the hottest sports gossip. From thrilling game analyses to interviews of fans, this channel has it all. Stay updated with the highs and lows, the cheers, and the surprises from the world of sports. Feel like you're right in the stadium with our vivid storytelling and dynamic content. Don't miss out on any scoop. Hit that like button, share with your fellow sports fanatics, and subscribe to keep your sports knowledge ahead of the curve. Fein JP is just a click away. Join the community today.
Come on, mama.